In this module, I'd like to discuss the importance of learning how to answer objections properly. Now, nobody will join you after presenting the 4F25 NIWI system to them. Nobody will join you right away without asking a single question. I myself, when I was first presented with a networking opportunity, I had so many questions. And not because I was skeptical or anything, but I just wanted to know more about the business. And usually, this is why people ask questions. And you'll find that it's your ability to answer questions and objections truthfully, with confidence, and with integrity. You'll find that this is going to raise the percentage of people signing up with you and your group. Now, just a couple of things to remember before we go into the actual objections, because that's what we're going to do in not just this video, but succeeding videos. We're going to have each objection, common objections and questions that are asked, and we're going to deal with them specifically. But before we get into that, I'd like to get into the mindset of what it takes to answer questions confidently. The problem that a lot of people make when they're asked questions is they get very defensive. They get almost apologetic to the person that they're presenting the business to. One thing to remember is you need to be confident. You have to understand that what you have, okay, which is a system that can change their life financially, what you have is something they need. Okay, now I'm not saying that you need to be arrogant. You have to be confident. Hey, bro, this is a business that you need. This is a business that I need, our families need. Okay, and it's with this mindset that you need to have in order to answer objections properly. Okay, and don't get apologetic. Okay, because remember, what we have is a solid opportunity to earn solid residual income. Now, two things before we start getting into the actual questions and objections that people will ask. The first thing is, always remember that the questions that you're going to be asked will be determined by what you say. And this is the reason why, if you notice, in this NIWI Success Institute, we have a script for you to follow with which to present your business. Because when you present the business properly, it should be that the way you present actually eliminates questions instead of opening up. I've seen so many presentations that actually open up the door to so many questions instead of answering questions even before they come up. So the script is designed that way. So please follow the script as close as possible, because like I said, it's designed and worded in such a way to answer or eliminate questions even before they come up. Now, another thing that you need to think about is, I like to call this the ugly baby syndrome. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever seen an ugly baby? Most people say, no, all babies are cute. No, of course not. I've seen ugly babies. You've seen ugly babies. I mean, you know, the parent will come to you and say, oh, look at my baby, so cute and everything. And you look and you're like, ugh. Okay. Let's face it, these situations happen. But my question is, will you tell the mother or the father of that baby that his baby is ugly? Of course not. The mother will take off your head. Okay, because, you know, this is something that they've committed to, they've taken very seriously. She was pregnant for 9 months with this baby. So they take care of this baby. Okay, and this is what I'm saying. You need to be able to project that kind of confidence and seriousness and professionalism when you present the business, so the person you're presenting to will know that, hey, this is his baby. I'm not going to disrespect it. That way you'll find that the questions are going to be asked are going to be serious questions where they want to know more, not these you know, questions they're throwing just to be a smart aleck. Like, oh, what happens if an asteroid hits the Earth tomorrow? Then there's no more NIWI, there's no more business. I mean, these are questions just to frustrate you. You'll find that if you present the business professionally, with confidence, as if NIWI is your baby, you'll find that the questions are more serious. They're more asking information. Okay, so again, don't be offended, don't be angry, but answer objectively when people ask you questions about your NIWI business. One last thing I'd like to add before we go into the actual objections is you need to practice answering questions. You will find that we have a list of probably about 7 or 8, maybe 9 common questions and objections. You need to practice these. You practice this by yourself, practice it with your spouse or your brother, or your sister, or your upline or your downlines. Because no matter what you say, when you practice, you become more confident. Just like, for example, when you practice how to answer objections properly, in other words, you're anticipating already the questions that are going to come to you, you're going to be able to defend yourself, defend the NIWI business with much more confidence instead of being apologetic. Okay, for example, if I were to throw you a right cross, okay, and you didn't know that I was going to throw you a right cross, what's going to happen? You're going to get knocked out. Well, hopefully. I think I can throw a pretty good right cross. Now, if you knew that the only punch I know how to throw is a right cross, and now I throw a right cross towards you, it's very easy for you now to parry and get out of the way, or parry the blow so that it misses your face, okay, because you're prepared, you've practiced it. And this is the reason why it's so important to sit down and really actually practice going through the questions in your mind, out loud, role-playing with your uplines, with your downlines. Because no matter what you say, that gives you confidence when you're answering the questions for your prospect. And this confidence will carry over to the prospect that you're presenting the business to and answering questions to. So, okay, so remember, this is your baby. Answer questions with confidence, not arrogance, with confidence, and also prepare properly. Okay, anticipate that you are going to be asked questions. Don't get shocked just because somebody's going to ask you questions. And the more you practice, the more you anticipate, the more you practice, the better you're going to be at answering objections. Now, over the next few videos, we're going to go through, as promised, actual questions and objections that you're going to be asked.